Hi, Heavenly. How are you? Rod, hi. Oh my gosh. Buddha of Destiny. Hello, Destiny. How are you, Rod? So good to see you. Heavenly, let me take care of you. Let me see if I can do it. There you are. There you are, my friend. Hi, Nightmare. Rod, you're doing good. I'm glad to hear that. I'm excellent. Hi, Nightmare. I'm surprised you show your face around here after you threw me under the bus today, Nightmare. And you know I'm kidding. I didn't even read what you wrote, but now reading it, it's funny. Hi, Jessica. Buddha of Destiny says blessings to all in heaven. And Heavenly says, love you, Buddha. The spider plants just a little bit. Oof, we really need to water some plants. That's no better, is it? All right, friend, you're leaving. Go away. Hi, Big Al. Nightmare says Yogi made me. Sure. Blame it on somebody who's not here. Pretty safe bet he's sleeping. You're very welcome, Heavenly. How are you, Big Al? I enjoyed listening to you today. I wasn't on the whole live stream, but a lot of it. I've missed you hanging about. Big Al, it's sunset. You're very confused, aren't you? God darn it, Cat. Big Al says it's 1:07 a.m. here. Yeah, and you're ahead of me by 5 hours. Big Al, I'm really good. And I'm glad to hear you're doing good. B say hello. Long time no see, but good to see you. Good to see you too, B say. Are you following her, Nightmare? Nightmare says, Heavenly, we keep ending up in the same streams. Ending up. You missed the deer. Jack chased all the deer away. Can't have no fun around here because of Jack. Look how pretty that sky is, though. Heavenly says, Cat, love me more. I do love you more. Big Al says, there's a lot of that going around, Nightmare. It's contagious. What is this? Somebody making somebody up? Blaming? Blaming others? Is that what we're speaking on? Nightmare says, good. Cat made me sound like a stalker. Yeah, I did. Payback. You know what they say about payback, right? Her name is Cat. Big Al says, no, the ending up in the same streams, ha. Hi, Chris. Jessica, good night, my friend. Sure do love you, Jess. You know, if those power lines were gone, it'd be perfect. Heavenly says, Brother Nightmare, your name stalks people's dreams. Oh, thank you, Chris. For some reason, YouTube doesn't like the word sexy. Nightmare says, I see what you did there, Heavenly. She was very clever. Aw, Big Al, I can't be sexy. Come on. Give me something. Hello, Faye. Is that face? Hello, G. But I want to be sexy, damn it. Why you take that away from me? Big Al says, sorry, Cat. It was held, so I thought it was inappropriate. Wow, that sky sure is pretty. Heavenly says, thank you. Get it from you. Why are you still up, Big Al? Are you having a hard time sleeping? You just don't want me to have friends, Big Al. I see how it is. Heavenly says, Brother Nightmare, I know a lot from you. Hey, I gave myself a like. Number 13, yay. I don't know if there's a number I don't like. Heavenly, I am wonderful. I'm just enjoying the sunset and the crickets, the cicadas. They're so loud I can't hear birds anymore. Nightmare wants to know what you are talking about, Heavenly. He says, so, I heard you like to flick boogers at people, Cat. Yogi's words, not mine. Well, you also heard Yogi say he likes to tell stories. He is a writer, after all. That's all he's ever wanted to be, was a writer. Writers make up stories. I just want y'all to keep that in mind. Big Al says, I always struggle to sleep, Cat. And no, it's not that, Cat, sorry. I will show the comment next. It's fine. It's not a big deal. I'm just joking with you. I did appreciate the comment, even if it was just about my voice. He hasn't heard me an hour in when my nose gets all stuffy. Oh, Heavenly says she knows your deep secret. Hi, DJ. I haven't seen you in a long time. How are you? Nightmare says, I hear you, Cat. All right, well, I mean, you've known Yogi longer than me. You know his proclivity to embellish the truth. And I'm telling you, the truth is, Yogi decided booger would be a word to bring lots of people to the chat room. And he said 7,000 people. I'm going to start recording our conversation so I have proof. Shh, don't tell him. DJ says, I'm good, thanks. I hope all is blessed with you. Absolutely. I am feeling very, very blessed. And I'm very thankful because I went through a pretty rough time this week. But I think those rough times make you appreciate the good times even more. Nightmare says, I wonder what that could be, Heavenly. Do you want her to tell your deep, dark secret right here, right now? I mean, she could if she wanted to. DJ, I don't see you anymore because I don't go live at night. This is probably the first time I've gone live in the evening in 4 or 5 months. Nightmare says, now that I think of it, he did tell me he had a hair one time. I'm just saying. Heavenly says, oh, there's a big old bang. It was bigger than a gunshot. Huh. Oh, gosh. Hang on a sec. Hi, Jake. Good morning. Good afternoon. Good evening. I'm so confused. Heavenly's not telling anyone Nightmare's deep, dark secret. Oh, she's a vault. Jack. Cat, can we have a Vegas wedding? No way, man. Heavenly says, Jack, hi. There we go. Nightmare says, okay, Heavenly, I trust you to not tell anyone, even me, haha. What's upsetting Big Al? Oh, the no Vegas wedding? I'd rather just live in sin. So, Big Al, do you live more in the city? I guess you do since you can ride your bike to work. Heavenly says, Brother Nightmare, your art is done. Nice. But it's me, Cat, the one and only Big Al. Hi, Sue. It's overcast there. Well, you're closer to, is there a storm or something coming in around there? It's good to see you, Sue. I miss you guys. I had an old bottle of wine. I said, I'm going to drink a glass of wine and sit down and watch the sunset with my friends. Big Al says, yes, Cat. I live just outside the city itself. I live in a weird area. The city is 20 minutes away, but we're surrounded by farms and fields. Sorry, I told you. Give me an hour out here, I'm gonna be all stuffy. Boy, those clouds are really beautiful. Really interesting. And power lines. Can we make them disappear? Thank you, Big Al. Nightmare, no, it's pretty humid. Nightmare says, exact same as me, Big Al. Glasgow is 20 minutes from me, but it's farms all around me. Nice. Would you, do you prefer living more city-ish? And Big Al says, it makes for some pretty views though, huh, Nightmare? Oh, Big Al says, I love where I am at, Cat, but I have lived by the sea and that was great too. Nightmare's kind of the opposite. He says, oh no, I grew up in the city. It gives me anxiety. Rural is best for me, and yes, the night sky is great, Big Al. And Heavenly Star says, your video is uploading, Brother Nighty. But what are those little emojis? Heavenly, I would love some of your artwork. Nightmare says too much chaos in the city. There's more job opportunities, of course, but quality of life is reduced, in my opinion. I know some people really thrive on it. I go back to my old neighborhood in Florida and I'm just like out of place because the sirens and all the noise at night. I'm like, how did I ever live with this? Heavenly Star says, okay, I'll make you artwork. Thank you. Yes, Nightmare says, I hear that, Cat. Once you live more rural, it's difficult to adjust to noise and mayhem, lol. For sure. Heavenly says, I did puppy mommy artwork. I just haven't posted it yet. Oh, that's nice. This morning on my live stream, I started off outside and you could hear the coyotes. They were all worked up over something. It's quite an eerie sound. Hi, Brian. How are you? Thank you. It is really pretty. I got really lucky. Nightmare says, I suppose it depends on the person, though. Yes. Gosh, man. Brian says, I'm great, just sitting with my turtles. I love... Hey, Brian, have you seen those videos with the turtles on skateboards? Little skateboards? What do you think about that? I love your turtles, and I love that you've shown that they have personalities and they can show affection. And I just think you are one of a kind, Brian Lane. Hi, Natalie. Yes, you've seen the videos of them skateboarding. You're very welcome. Do you think that's something you would need to start with a turtle when they were very young? And do you think that maybe hurts the turtle? Like maybe they lose muscle mass? Heavenly says, got artwork picked out for you, Brother Lane. Brian says, I don't think it hurts the turtles. Turtles do like to move sometimes. Mine run, lol. And Brian says, that's great, Star. Thanks. Hey, Jack, keep it down, buddy. Oh. Alright, that's enough. Hey, you will go in the house if you can stop barking. Keep it down, okay? Don't scare the deer. Natalie, I am doing really well. How are you? I've seen a couple of your shorts out, Natalie. Really cute. And Brian says, I didn't know you were an artist, Heavenly. And Natalie says, I put you in my video. Really? I'm going to have to check that out. Natalie says, thank you. I love your videos and your lives. And you're very sweet. And Heavenly says, I am an artist. When to art. Oh, you went to art college. Wow. Hi, Just Us. How are you? Natalie says, like, it's the last number after yours. Like, is your new YouTuber friend, and I put you there. Oh, thank you. Brian says, that is great, Star. It is. I love our artists. I have somebody in my family who's a little artist, and she's pretty good. I wish she would draw me angel wings instead of skeletons, though. Natalie says, of course, and sends lots of hearts. Thank you. Justice says, I'm number 21. Thumbs up. Thank you. And I'm great. You're still at work. Oh. Natalie says, oh no, are you sick? No, I sneeze. Anytime I spend too much time outside, I start sneezing. And I just mowed. And Heavenly Star says, just that my art teacher hated me, Brother Lane, so I hid my talent. Or so I hide my talent. Oh, Heavenly Star heard that. She says, angel wings. You got it, Cat. And Natalie says, oh. And Just Us is waving hello. Brian says, yeah, I wasn't good in art class. I was. I was pretty good. I enjoyed it. But how can you not be good in art class, Brian? There is no bad art. It's very personal. But I think you're an artist in other ways for sure. Heavenly says, I can't wait for Yogi getting his art as a tattoo. I know that's awesome, right? He should come here and do it. I'd live stream it. I'd let you know if he cries. Well, we already know Yogi cries, so that wouldn't be any different. Brian Lane says, I sometimes had shaky hands when I was on a high milligram of Adderall, which I didn't even take most of the time. Oh, so your art. It was hard to art, do art. I'll walk into my granddaughter's room and I'll say, what are you doing? She'll say, I'm arting. I'm like, okay. Oh, not that, okay, yep. Heavenly said he said that he needs money for it and a ride to get to the tattoo shop. See, if he would just come here, all he would need is the money for the tattoo. I'd give him a ride. Justice says, hey, Brian. Justice says, sorry, I'm on and off still. That's perfectly fine. You know, when I do live streams, it's because it's something I'm already doing. It's not like I'm going out of my way to do something different to live stream. I just find something I enjoy doing or I'm already doing, like getting ready for work, and I invite you guys to hang out. So if you have to go on and off, it's perfectly fine with me. Heavenly Star says, ooh. Brian says, hello, Just Us. Just Us is nice channel, Brian. You're built like a tank. And muscle, showing them flex. Brian is definitely in good. How old are you, Brian? You know I have some daughters. No, I'm just kidding. I wouldn't do that to anybody. I didn't mean that like it sounded. Ayada, if you're here, I did not mean it. I promise. Brian is in very good shape, and I love his shorts where he does his tips for the day to level up. Um, I think it's really awesome. Who were you working out with today, Brian? I did not know. I did not know who that was. Dave's Fitness. Okay, I don't know them. Great job. Y'all are really going at it. Not even waiting for each other to finish. Just getting the job done. Brian says, I subscribe to your channel, Just Us. Ooh, it's muggy. I just got out of the shower. I'm already sweating again. This is ugly. Just Us said, me and my son started working out 2 years ago. We went and bought a Smith machine. Brian says, thanks. You're very welcome. I thank you. You're just a definite positive influence out there. We need more people like you. Oh, my neighbor's calling her cat. Jack, shh, be quiet. You'll wake the baby. Just Us says, thanks, Brian. Maybe I can get some tips. I'm having a hard time building our rear delts. Jack, if you don't stop, you're going inside, my friend. Oh. He's such a wimp. In the morning, he won't go out into the yard unless I go out with him. He's really a scaredy cat. Just Us says, I just subbed too, Brian. got 2 people and 22 likes. Look at that, 222. Like I said, there's not a number I don't like. All right, 37 minutes. I'm gonna go grab something real quick. We're gonna hang out for an hour, I think. Maybe. Maybe. Let's see. Come on, you get your butt in the house. You just go find something to do with yourself and friends. You're not coming with me. No, wow. Don't you stay inside. A Nightmare also subbed just us. Ooh. Oh no. Hang on, I'm gonna sneeze again. I should have let you guys hear that. The echo is pretty cool. Brian says shoulder military press, lateral raises, does the delts. Man, I'm gonna take a Benadryl tonight before I go to bed. This is rough. Hey Brian, I think you should come up on Yogi's Live on Friday night and show off your turtles. The Nightmare says, I like turtles. You would love Brian Lane's turtles. I might come up and do a show and tell. Turtles are cool. How could you not like turtles, right? I always wonder when I stop my car and I get out and move a turtle out of the road if I'm taking him to the right side. I'm like, is this where he wanted to go? Is he going to try to cross the road again? Brian, what are your turtles' names? Nightmare is asking. If you say turtle number 1 and turtle number 2, I'm just going to shake my head. Brian says, yes, you're supposed to put them in the direction where they're headed, it said. That's what I try to do. Brian says, Teddy and Snuppy? Wow, that's really cute. How long have you had them, Brian? And how long are they expected to live? Well, I got 3 fingers of wine left. Nope, 2. And it looks like 19 minutes to go. And Nightmare's asking what they eat. You know, there's a lady on YouTube has a channel and she raises spiders. Little jumping spiders. Oh my gosh, they're adorable. Nightmare says, oh no, sorry, not spiders. I would have said the same thing, but once you see these little spiders, you see their cute little eyes and how they react to her. I mean, it's just like watching Brian with his turtles. She can show you that spiders actually can have an affectionate relationship with humans. It's something. It's amazing. Now every time I'm outside and I get a spider on me, I'm looking to see if it's one of those cute little spiders. Nightmare says that's scary. But your name is Nightmare. How can it be scary? They're really not scary when you see it. They are cheap. And even babies. Oh my gosh, they're so cute. They just look like little crabs. Not so much spidery. Brian might have left us Nightmare, but maybe he will come up on Friday night at Yogi's. Nightmare says, nope, sorry, get them out of the house. But spiders bring balance, don't you know? That's what I tell my daughter. Whenever she complains about all the spiders in her room, I'm like, well, they're obviously trying to bring you balance. You obviously need help. I've never really had an issue with spiders. I've got a dang colony of daddy longlegs out back. It's really weird. There's Brian. Brian says banana worms and box turtle food from PetSmart. Oh, nice. I've never seen banana worms though before. Never even heard of them. Nightmare says my daughter plays with them, not me. I stay away from them. Beep beep. See, your daughter knows what's up. Spiders are cool. If you can be a friend with a spider, you can be a friend with anybody. How old is your daughter, Nightmare? Oh, Brian says, no, I'm talking to Dan from Poor Man's Gym now on text messages. Tell Dan I said, hey, what's up? Oh, okay. Brian says no, banana and worms and boxed turtle food and corn superworms. Nightmare says she's 7. Wow. And she's not afraid of spiders. That's a girl after my own heart. Oh, there's Brian. He was listening the whole time, apparently. He says turtles live over 100 years, so I'll probably have them for the rest of my life. Wow. Would they survive if you just let them go, Brian? Nightmare says that's amazing. I didn't know they lived so long. I had an inkling. Kind of like parrots. Nightmare said banana worms had me confused too. The lightning bugs are coming out. Nightmare says, shouldn't you be scared of spiders, Cat? Don't they have poisonous spiders in your part of the world? Of course. But am I afraid of them? No. Do I want them crawling all over me? No. Basically, yeah. Or, like I said, I can deal with one spider on me. It's more than one spider that kind of gets me going, but yeah. I think they're really interesting. Kind of fascinating. Hi, Frenchie. You're right. Crickets galore. It's good to see you, Frenchie. Again. I've been lucky recently. I've seen you a couple times. Beautiful sunset. Thank you, Frenchie. Well, I don't know why I'm thanking. The sunset thanks you, Frenchie. Brian says, thanks for your support, Kat, with my short videos and stuff. Sorry if I missed something. I'm talking to Dan, and I got to remember not to multitask. It makes people ADHD. And have a blessed day, everyone. Thank you for coming by, Brian. I appreciate you so much. Let's see. Mm-mm-mm. I'm only going to be live about 8 more minutes anyways. Perfect timing. Frenchie, I hope you've been well. Nightmare says, see, now I want a turtle. Nightmare, you'd have to pass it down to your daughter. Right? Nightmare says, what a cool thing to pass down a generation. Nightmare says, my only worry is that the worms are alive, though. Is that a problem? Maybe you can get freeze-dried worms. I don't know. You could just have your daughter feed the turtle. Have her do the stuff that you just can't handle. I am giggling about the whole thing, Nightmare. I just want you to know. Nightmare says, yeah, she can feed it, and I'm guessing it goes to the bathroom so she can deal with that too. so basically you're just going to get your daughter a pet turtle so you can enjoy the good parts. Hi, Nino. How are you? Good to see you. Strange time, right? The Nightmare says it sounds like a plan. What if she decides she doesn't want a turtle anymore? Then you're stuck with it. O'clock. Nino, it was very peaceful until my alarm just went off. And thank you. I set the alarm for 9 o'clock in case I fall asleep. So I get up and go check on the chickens, lock them up for the night. Nightmare says, I think it'll be fine. She'll love it. So, Christmas gift? Nino says, free the chickens. We do that in the morning. We keep them all locked up nice and tight at night, though. I found a snake skin this morning on top of the hen house. I was like, oh, that's great. Nightmare says, well, I haven't checked the price yet. That's right. Wait, I haven't checked the price yet. How much can a creature that lasts 100 years cost? Looks like we're getting the last bit of the pink from the sky. I'm very close to an hour. Priceless, absolutely. Nino, you're up awful late, especially knowing I see you in the morning, and that's awful early. Oh gosh. Look at my phone. It says 222 again. Oh my goodness. Nightmare says, well, I'm off to search up turtles to buy them. Not off to sleep. LOL. Good night, cat. Thanks for the stream. Thank you for hanging out. Perfect timing because I've got less than 30 seconds till I hit the hour mark, and apparently it's good to hit at least the hour mark. Who knows if that's true? Nino, thanks for coming by. Maybe I'll see you in the morning. 57, 58, 59. Ooh, 60 seconds, 60 minutes. Anyways, hey, thanks for hanging out with me, guys. I really appreciate you, and I love you. And I will be back 3 a.m., 3 to 5 every morning. Bye, Nightmare. Bye, guys.